Hello. I thought I would start doing like a weekly what's new video to go out with our weekly email. From just the nature of the shop at the Bead Destashery, the beads will change all the time, right? As we're destashing collections, many times there's only one or a handful of something and they'll come in and go out quickly. And so this allows you to get a little glimpse of what we have. So right now you're looking at a little table of a lot of specialty beads. So there's little dishes of this beautiful dichroics and some Venetian glass. All these really decorative metal beads are from Korea and Hong Kong. These gorgeous Russian ceramics, I loved having these. These are Grace lampwork. There are some beautiful strands of lampwork glass beads here. These are all French lampwork beads, just beautiful. Oh, these are from West Germany. Look at this crystal. So gorgeous with the pink inside. So pretty. Some with the gold leaf. These big Swarovski crystal prisms. Then I have many things that are going to be kind of by the pair. I apologize, it's a little dark, but these are just beautiful German etched glass beads. And then these are drop rubies. I remember having these faceted rubies. Just a couple of pairs of those. And then this is a little etched crystal beads we had for a while, so we've got a little bit of those back in. Then there's these beautiful freshwater pearl woven pearl beads, right? That are going to be available by the pair. Look, they're so pretty. They're just a fun bead. These are gorgeous colors. Just beautiful. And then, speaking of pearls, these beautiful freshwaters are also going to be available by the pair. Look at all these biwas. Look at her. That's just a beautiful color. And so there's some in white and in that eggplant color and these browns. And then I have a couple of pairs of the crystal set pearls, right? Oh, so pretty, so special. And some of the lucite roses left. So just a whole table of yumminess. So we're gonna do a little walk, turn around. I just put out this great collection of organizers. They are all just like brand new, great condition, and just a really high quality organizers. Look, I have 4 of these beautiful heavy trays. These are by Elizabeth Ward, the Beads Storage Solutions. These are all plexiglass inside, right? That's different than just the typical plexi that's used for most containers. This is heavy duty plexiglass, and each of these little boxes, when I look these up, these retail now for around $40 today a piece. They're just really nice quality, and the trays, of course, come out so you can use the tray separately from the boxes. There's 4 of those. Then there's a handful of these from Art Bin that, I'm sorry, I only have one hand for the camera. I can only hold with one hand. But right, they're full of other little boxes in 3 sizes. See that large one, and then there's 2 smaller sizes. And they all just fit together beautifully. This is that heavy matte acrylic. So these are really nice. These also, when we sold them, they were like $35, $40. They're just fantastic. And then there's a great assortment of your typical kind of craft organizers, some with all the little jars. And here's some to hold seed beads. Then there's this little cool carrying set that has 4 of them in a little tote bag. And I hate quoting prices on these videos, but I promise you everything is, we're talking like under $18, $16 for those bigger ones. And then very like $2, $3, $5 for the rest. I mean, so very, very affordable. There is Professional jeweler's bag that is full of really nice trays. I might do a separate video for these because there's so many cool features with these. That is a great deal. And so if you're looking for something for shows, that is a fantastic thing to have. Then here's just a little tray of Bead Factory Findings, our bags of ball head pins and ear wires. I know it's hard to see with the plastic, but I just did a little tray. These are all pretty like antique colors, so brass and copper and gunmetal. There's a few silver and gold, but right, So it's so dark in here. Crimp covers, those are crimp covers. Beautiful ear wires in copper. Here's 1mm cording crimps in brass and copper and gunmetal. Here's black ball head pins. And here's copper crimp covers, more ball head pins, posts. So, and these are all around $1, $1.50 a bag. Right, so they're half price what they were. So these are a great deal. And of course, they're in fabulous condition because they've been bagged all these years. So we're gonna take another little trip over for our very last exciting thing. And of course, there's still beautiful pearls in the gorgeous specialty findings I shared last week. But just now, I put out this very special collection of tiara cast findings and castings and components. This is an American company that was in business over 20 years and made the very best quality plated. They're not even plated, it's not even the right word. But there's just nothing like the tiara cast quality. They don't tarnish. They have such a unique process, and the detailing is always just top notch. So there's a gorgeous collection of clasps, tons of clasps, toggles, and beautiful caps, right? All the details in the caps. No one makes these beautiful cones and caps, and they close, right? You cannot get them anymore, unfortunately. They're out of business. And so, you know, any stock available is like this. Like they call it dead stock. So it's still new and usable, of course, but it's remaining stock. And of course, they carry the very best spacers out there, right? They are the original daisy spacer with all the detailing, right? If you ever buy those cheaply made ones from India, they're knocked off. These are perfect, right? In fact, a lot of companies knocked off tiara cast designs to make them in pewter and other base metals, but this is the best. And there's a little collection of things where there was only one or a pair or something or a single clasp that I did in little bags, but they will be their same original price they were all those years ago, because I have nothing to really compare it to since they're not available anymore. But you don't want to sleep on this collection. So that is what's new with us this week. Come down, check it out, and sparkle brightly. Peace.